What's up everyone? I have a 5 Swordfish victory for today. You can see we're still playing on the old patch because we have the old mouse. We are also using the infinite gold combo for this because I think Swordfish is one of the more difficult 5 of a kinds in the custom packs. In the star pack it's almost impossible even, but it is made so hard because of its ability. If you don't know, the Swordfish is a tier 5 unit and its ability is that it deals its attack as damage to both itself and the most healthy enemy unit. So if its attack and its HP are the same, or its attack is greater than its HP, then it's just going to take itself out, which is definitely not something you want when you're going for the 5 of a kind. So for this reason we've also put Pepper in the pack, so even if it deals 150 damage to itself, it can take itself out, which thankfully synergizes pretty nicely. And yeah, I thought I was going to use this combo because it's going to be super fun to see like 500 damage shoot up from the beginning of the fight. You can obviously do this even without the setup. Pepper is a pretty good food for that. You can also use melon and keep all of the Swordfish at level 1. But yeah, I think Pepper is going to be super interesting to use. For now though, we just don't have to worry about that. We have to set up for the late game. And this opponent is kind of scary looking, but thankfully the math works out in our favor and we end up winning. If you don't know already, we do this by going for the wolf, which is a tier 5 pet, and when you faint it, it gives you 3 pigs that are level 3 when the wolf itself is level 3. So that's how we get the infinite gold combo, but for now we have to ensure that we do not lose until we find it. And when you have double capybara, it's pretty difficult to lose, right? Yeah, you can see the stats of the team are pretty nice, even though it's only the 2 frontline units that are receiving the majority of the buffs. But yeah, it doesn't stop us from winning right there. We are probably going to invest some gold into the next turn, probably saving the apple as well for the wolf. But in the meantime I might have to include the weasel just for the extra gold generation and not to waste any extra gold on the next turn. Yup, we even find a stork, which is going to be super nice. If we manage to get another one in the shop, we can have another level up, which is obviously very important. We have some pretty good units we can hit on tier 5, like the alpaca as well can be pretty useful. But for now I think this is going to be yet another win, yup. Stork into spider into anteater, you love to see it. For now though, we are going to take our level on the weasel in second, and unfortunately it is not something useful. Under normal circumstances you would love to see the monkey, but for our purposes it's not good enough. Instead we will take the crow and transition into the alpaca next turn. And just hope that we don't lose. I think our team is pretty solid, but when our opponent has equipment it's not a guarantee that we win. And you can see it's kind of close even still, even if they don't have any equipment. Thankfully though we do win. There is a secretary bird in the shop, but I opt in for the blobfish plays instead. And you'll see you sell the crow in a second. And we will put in eagle first, hopefully to peel it into wolf. And if that does not work we will sell, but thankfully it does work. And we get the wolf, so we can even put the chocolate onto it. We can also put the blobfish in, alpaca can come in next turn. Meanwhile we'll invest a little bit in our future with the avocado and hopefully we win. But you can see when our opponents are going for tempo, placing the leech camel, it's kinda difficult to do so, even though we come kinda close there. Whatever the case though, as long as we are not losing, I think we'll be fine. And we have a level 2 wolf. We level up into a hammerhead shark as well, but unfortunately no level 3, so we can't really utilize it. We are hoping for a wolf. A single wolf gets us to a level 3 because of the alpaca trigger. And I'm going to roll a bit aggressively for it. I still don't believe my team is strong enough, but that doesn't really matter. At this point in the game we have 3 hearts, so we can survive until turn 11 even if we get the worst luck imaginable. And you can see our opponents are starting to defeat us. They are running a lot of scaling, which sadly we can't compete with. But yeah, hopefully we get the wolf up to level 3. We get the pteranodon as well right here, which I think I sacrificed the alpaca for, yup. And it's actually pretty nice with the weasel because it's going to give us extra gold as long as it doesn't faint in battle, which sadly it does this turn. Are we going to win here is the question. And actually yeah, because their hedgehog is only level 2 and our wolf is level 3 because of the level that we got there. We get the wolf to level 3 for real now, and we are pretty close to getting the infinite working. We only need a single pill, so you can see I'm going to transition into rolling aggressively for it. I'll even pick up some oysters along the way for some extra gold. Mushroom not really useful because we have the pteranodon on the team already. But yeah, I'm hoping for the pill right here. You can see Swordfish Pepper in the shop, but it's way too early for that at this point in the game. Instead we should be freezing more pteranodons in order to extend the combo when we get it. Sadly we don't get it on this turn and the pteranodon faints once again, so we don't get the extra gold from the second weasel. But we are not going to need it because in a second, as I get the desync error, we will manage to get a pill. Let's see, I don't remember when exactly it was, but here it is, yeah. And now we can transition into the combo. I'll skip ahead a little bit, because as I said in my Panda video, it actually takes like half an hour to get the shop up to 50-50. And here we are in the future. You can see I've already taken care to freeze multiple swordfish along the way, and we have 4 in the shop. I also have an anglerfish frozen in case our opponent gets a slot and we manage to somehow copy it. We have also ensured our future by buying multiple avocados throughout the turn, so next turn we will have 30 gold as well. But yeah, for now we're going to transition into the multiple swordfish. You can see it's still turn 12, so I think multiple 50-50 swordfish with pepper are going to be way good enough for us to win there. I think I might have to freeze a pill eventually as well, because I want to pill the wolf in order to get the maximum gold out of it. And if not, I can just sell it for 3 gold instead, which is kinda sad, but we can do so regardless. I'm kind of considering what to do here. I guess I'm buy selling for the oyster for the extra gold, as we get a level 2 swordfish right here. So you can see even on turn 12 we'll be dealing massive damage. I'm considering here the hammerhead shark because the wolf is level 3, so it's going to give us 3 extra gold. Yup. And we can end turn right there. And you can see here these swordfish are dealing 200 damage in total, and the 3 swordfish managed to clean out the entire team there. In hindsight, I don't think the hammerhead shark purchase was the best idea because we already had 30 gold available to us because of the avocados. But yeah, we do get the 4th swordfish online. We already have the 5th one frozen in the shop. And it seems that I won't be opting in for the pill because it's not worth it. I guess we just have to sell the wolf as it is and get 3 gold that way. But yeah, I'm keeping it for now because I think a 1-1 wolf is actually more useful than a 50-50 swordfish when it comes to securing victories. And you can see right there we clean out the entire enemy team, which is so satisfying to do every time. I don't need any extra peppers, we already have all peppers on the swordfish on the team. The final one is reserved for the one in the shop. But yeah, we're just looking for levels at this point and hopefully we win. Even though our team looks super strong, it's actually kinda risky. If our opponents are running summons, we are just going to lose. And here we find a pretty interesting team actually with the lizard tail as well as summons, and we come very close there to losing, but thankfully the wolf was there to claim the victory as we discussed. I could have maybe angled here for the lizard tail, and you can see I'm considering it here for a second, but I think the full swordfish team is a lot more fun, so that's what we'll be doing instead. For now we'll be ending the turn though, and hopefully winning right here. We love to see these teams, by the way. They have just scaling and very minimal disruption and sniping, so we end up defeating them easily. And yeah, we're going to transition into the 5 of a kind now. In total we are dealing 450 damage if I'm not mistaken, but this is not yet the final round. You'll see what happens right here. They have a lot of units, a lot of scaling, but they also have some sniping in the lionfish, so they end up reverse cleaning us out, and we have another round to get the final level 2. So yeah, this is going to be the final turn. We are getting the final level 2. We have 500 damage in total, and I believe I also get the opportunity to buy some chocolates, but I turn it down because I think this team is aesthetically pleasing as it is. So yeah, this is going to be the team. I really hope you enjoyed, and if you did, I hope that you like, sub, do all the generic stuff, and I'll talk to you next time. Take care.